Good morning. It is Wednesday, 6:12 a.m. Central, and take a look at crude real quick. Crude is making a run. We've got weekly, daily, 60, 15 all red. We're already down $500. We came down overnight, and we're almost at the previous point of control from the 24th, yesterday. However, we've got a composite point of control right under that, as well as the value area low. So I would expect price to bounce back up towards VWAP and our composite VWAP and our daily VWAP. So this move is probably about over before we get our bounce back towards the value. And this is why I think that here is the daily. We came to the bottom of the regression channel. We were starting to threaten this lower boundary when the news event came out and pushed this back up towards the middle of this down regression channel. If we can push this back up towards the middle, this regression channel is going to flatten and we're going to go sideways range, continue this sideways range. For a while, we do have divergence on the down moves, so I think that we'll probably flatten out and trade in the zone. So there might be smaller opportunities for crude going forward as we flatten out, but we can certainly take our daily 5, 10, 20 tickers when we can get them and trade the news events. As far as the daily guide, the direction guide, excuse me, you can see yesterday was an up day, and even though we had our sell-off, the direction guide kept you on the right side of the trade up until the time where it rolled over at 2 a.m. Let's take a look at the NASDAQ. And on the NASDAQ, we have an upward regression channel, and we hit the middle, and we pop down. And now we're coming back up. But we have a reversed stochastic, K cross D, and K cross the 80. The D is sitting on the 80, and we have divergence on momentum. So I'm not sure how much of an up move is left. The stochastic could turn around, like here's a cross that went back up. So that's what that looks like. But it would have to be a very big up thrust to get this to turn around. And my guess is this is going to continue pushing down. Here's the 5-minute, 30-minute open to close. So if you like trading in the direction of the 30-minute close, here's a good template for you. You can put it on your 5-minute or your 1-minute, and it helps you stay out of the chop or the noise and stay in the right direction of your trade. There's so many ways to do this. This is just but one way. Also, I have slope. I like to trade in the direction of my slope, and as you see, my slope is directionalist right now. There's no trade on the 60-minute. or the 30 minutes. So we're coming back to the VWAP. And we'll have to see what happens. The best place to go long is at the low, right? On the lower standard deviation band. So if you're in an uptrend, the best place to go long is anytime it touches this lower standard deviation band. If you're in a downtrend, the best time to get short is anytime it touches this upper deviation band. So if you're still a bull and you think the Santa Claus rally still has legs, then you should be entering long at the bottom of the deviation band. I'm not so convinced. I think that we're in a topping out pattern. And let me show you on the 60-minute chart what that looks like. Let me put a 240-minute up here. And here it is. Here's the topping out pattern. You can see it's going sideways. And if we were to put momentum on here, let me put my momentum indicator. Let me just throw a stochastic. That'll give us some divergence also. And you can tell I use a real tight stochastic. And it's starting to roll over, as you see. And we do have divergence. Our high is not as high as the previous thrust. So here we have a thrust here, and we have a thrust here, and it's lower. So our momentum is changing. It's rolling over. It's almost like Uncle, you know, like the crude with the Saudis seeing that was really going to push low below 40, and they wanted to stop it and issued that press release before their meeting this week. I'm sorry, their meeting next week. I still think the Saudis are going to jack with oil before their meeting. But as far as NASDAQ, I don't know if it's going to reach 5,000 on the futures or not. I doubt it. I doubt it seriously. I think the futures are starting their descent. And this does not look like a V bottom. I mean, as far as a market move, it did not reach the top. So we started pulling down. So this right here is going to be a pivotal pivotal swing point. See how far, if at all, we can get back up in here. For the NQ. My guess is this is just going to start flushing down. And that's just a guess. I mean, of course, nobody has a crystal ball. We just have to trade long or short, and we have to do our educated homework. On the 30-minute chart, for the slope, we're in an upslope with against the slope, so we're not trading long, of course, on the retracement on an upslope. But this can easily turn around and excuse me, the slope turn around, and that probably would occur pretty soon, would be my guess, on the momentum slope. But once, I like to trade slope. I like to trade in that direction. And there's so many ways to approach trading. A lot of traders will use a line. I saw a guy who created a line, like if you draw a line across the tops, anytime price touches that, an entry will be triggered. That is an awesome indicator. That is so powerful. So that if you just draw a line on your ninja chart, you can execute automatically trades that touch that line, and you can set them up to go long or short. That's very powerful. Otherwise, with Bloodhound, we use other. We can set our own lines. We have to call the point though a level. Like I can put up a solver that says at 46.59.50 I want to go short if it touches that level. That's very simple to do. Otherwise, we can say if it touches the VWAP, I want to go short if you're in a downtrend, or if it touches the value area high, I want to go short in a downtrend. I don't like shorting the bottoms in a downtrend, especially on an index, because the index is a reversion to the mean trade, and most likely it gets to this point and reverts back to the mean. That's why it's always better in an index to short the middle or the upper level. And if you're long, you want to get long the reverse also. Don't get long on the high, get long on the low or the middle. So we have to wait and see what happens to this price action. Here's a better picture of that trend line, and see if we can break above this level. But as far as the rules of my trading system, we're above the open. So we're looking for longs. This is momentum. This has nothing to do with the direction guide trading system. Let's pull that back up. And as you see, we were going long. And now we're pulling back into the value box. Big value box from yesterday. This is yesterday's value box. And the yellow highlighted in the middle is the middle core part of that. This is the 25% value area. And the red band is the normal 70% value area. So I like trading both the 25% and the 70% as levels. And you see the white line is an initial balance, or the initial balance off the Globex or the standard trading period. And this is from yesterday's 8:30. So this was yesterday's 8:30 initial balance high, and you see how price respects it and bounces off of it. If you're in an uptrend, this is also an excellent location to just fire off a long, a one lot, and get some points off of it, some scalps. Here is the value area low of the 25%, the green line. So all these levels are great, and I have my Keltner channel, so I can also gauge which way the Keltner bands are moving. Obviously, you like to see these long parabolic upward trajectories so that you can wait for this up and down consolidation, and as soon as that breaks, jump in. I call that pile on trading. I don't like really trading in the middle of a value area but this was just coming back into value, hit the lower initial balance band and just started going sideways, and then continued in the direction of the new trend, parabolically too. Look at that. Very good trades, some very good moves in NASDAQ. So between NASDAQ and crude, you should be able to pick up some good moves. And this helps me tremendously. I like to see which side of the 30-minute candle I'm on as far as the open or close on that 30-minute. And I really prefer trading in that direction, you know, as long as we're looking for directional movements. We want to know what that is, and if that matches with our direction guide system. So if we're looking for longs right now, you can see that I should not be even contemplating a long at this point, because we're not at the 30-minute candle yet, which is going to change in 2 minutes. So this might give me a green band in 2 minutes, and we can take this back up to the value, or back up to the we're right in the middle of value, so back up to the value high, the upper deviation band on the VWAP. So that's how I like trading. I like trading myself with a direction guide system, weekly, daily, 60-15. I'm looking for longs on the E-mini. We're mixed on the NASDAQ, and we're mixed on the crude at the moment, so I could pull up the 6E and be looking for shorts. That's a no-brainer, huh? And trade on the, for myself, my preference is to trade on the right side of the 30-minute. And there's different ways to do that. I've got my very simple open to close on my 30-minute chart. This tells me on the 5-minute candle or the 1 minute or a Unirinco, this background is if the 30-minute close is above or below the open of the 30-minute candle. And I like that to match in the direction of my direction guide. And with this, I should be comfortable putting a trade on and getting some ticks. And that's the game. It's not that we're smarter than the market, or that we're smarter than a quant, or smarter than Goldman Sachs or whatever. We just want to know when it's the best time out of all these price changes up and down. When is the best time to take our trades? I was trading momentum just momentum, and was able to make some money. And when I combined momentum with my signals for my direction guide, I was able to make more money. And then I put the 30-minute chart on top of it, and I said, if I can trade in the direction of the 30-minute candle, then I'll do even better. So it's just like a building block. You layer things together to give you the best opportunity to come in and take these trades. And if you're in an uptrend, overall uptrend, you want to take your longs on this lower band, because that gives you the most bang for your buck. If you're going to do a one and done trade, wait for the price to get down to this lower band and then shoot for one of these targets on your chart, either an upper deviation band or a prior day point of control or something like that, and then take your money home, take it off the table, and say, thank you, I'm done. That's all there is to it. You could have taken your trade off of here and been very happy. You know, you'll get used to your limits. You know that tomorrow is going to be another opportunity to come in, and you can do it again. Set it up for 1 or 2 trades on an automated trading strategy. I can show you how to do that. So let me know if I can help you. I can show you how to use price action instead of all the indicators. I use indicators as location. I'm not using, I use momentum, but I'm using straight momentum out of the box. I'm using the momentum indicator, and I smooth it. Right here, I put a 1 period and I smooth it with an EMA. I'll show you how to do that. And it provides excellent, excellent, excellent divergence. Let me show you a divergence. Here's a divergence right here. This is what I'm talking about. Do you see you get the lower low right into your initial balance line, and you have your higher low momentum? That means price is going to turn around like every time. Do you see that? And if you're in an uptrend, that's exactly where you want to enter. Right there. And probably add on another lot right here. So that's why I use momentum. A very, very, very powerful tool. Here's another divergence right here. Lower low, higher low divergence, and price turns around. And you're on the bottom. So you're looking for an entry back into value. Look for your divergences on this momentum. And if you want to smooth the momentum indicator like I have, hop over there, sign up for an hour lesson, and I'll show you all my secrets for momentum direction guide on how I trade. Thank you so much. Y'all have a good day and have a great Thanksgiving. God bless everyone. Try to have some peace and happiness this Thanksgiving. The peace is in you, and you need to share that with everyone you know. Thank you.